Nah, 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 nah. Never give up on yourself.
Hello, and welcome back to the Smile Haven. I am Deborah, your host, but they know me in Pasadena as the Smile Lady. And SMILE is an acronym. And an acronym, children, is when each letter means something separately itself, and it's usually all capitals when it's an acronym. So SMILE is an acronym today, and the show Smile and Spread a Little Joy, teaching your child how to tap into their inner smile, which is their purpose and their gift. And what I have on the show, I'm a nonprofit, SmileLaDy.org. While you're sitting there, you can probably go and check that out. What I do, I'm like a general contractor for youth. I scout around Pasadena and Altadena area, or if anybody knows someone with a smile and they know who I like by this time, then I try to get them on as mentors for our youth. So if they want to be an artist or a dancer or a doctor or a lawyer or an architect, I try to get all of those. And guess what? They're right here in Pasadena, Altadena, California. You can even send in your YouTube clips and I can play that. The thing is anybody in Pasadena, Altadena that knows someone with a smile, they connect them to me because our purpose is to smile. And if you're not working your purpose, what is your purpose? And people say, oh, I'm retired, I'm tired, and no. It's not over until it's over. It's not over until it's over. I think there's a saying that says it's not over until a fat lady sings. It's not over till it's over. So in your retirement, you may be able to share the passion you wanted to work and give it back to the children. I don't have any children in the school system, but I'm going to die helping the youth because they're one day going to change my diapers and help me in the nursing home. So trust me, I changed theirs, they're going to wind up changing mine. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead with the smile because I have a guest, Ms. Ferguson, and here I have the card here, Rising Star Music Awards honoring aspiring new artists. This will work good with ACSO, Afro, Academic, Cultural, Technological, Scientific, Olympics of the Mind, NAACP. Go online and see that for 9th to 12th graders, taking their gift, polishing it, and traveling around the country, competing in all 52 states. Is it 52? 50.
Okay.
It's Africa is 52 countries. Oops. See, I'm getting like them, See, I want to go back to Africa, so it's 52 countries. It's 50 states, United States. It's 52 in Africa. So anyway, here we go with the basic sign language. Basic sign language, you're going to do the letters. They're going to put it up on the screen. Parents, ask your children, Pasadena Unified School District. I work the SMILE program in the schools. I'm right now at Elliott. I do have other schools. I contract in churches, and I'm an educational surrogate for the Pasadena Unified School District also. So here we go with our S. They should have that up on the screen. S is yellow. S is for support. Here is support. It takes a whole village to raise one child, African proverb. M is, this is a sign for M. M is motivate. I use the sign for enthusiasm in God because whatever your God-given talent is what you're supposed to bring out and give back to the world with the support of the community, right? That village to help nurture that. Then we go the I, invest. Yes, I need money. I'm a nonprofit, SmileLaDy.org, but most of all, I need your gift. So when you give it back, you leave this world better. So you can either do serve or your 2 X's and serve. That's what it is. Invest, give back, leaving this place better than you found it. The world was not the same when you got here, and it won't be the same when you leave. And you were here to make the world smile. I don't believe you were created to leave it worse, right? L, this is a sign for L. This is the sign for L, 26-second hug. Squeeze your arms, release that dopamine and those endorphins and that serotonin, all of that. If you get a hug, you should hug your children at least 20, not those little hug, you know how the guys do, No, I'm talking hug, heartbeat hug. Hug somebody 26 seconds a day. And smile, hope I don't have lipstick on my teeth, let me see. Smile in the mirror, that releases in your brain. Our body was really designed to nourish itself if we do right, Just like you go out in the sun. You should have 15 minutes worth of unblocked sun a day. That's enough vitamin D for the remainder of the day. Google that one. That is, you put mushrooms outside in the sun. Mushrooms are one of the only vegetables that absorbs that vitamin D, additional vitamin D, and you can eat it. Oh, I need more vitamin D, get some mushrooms, sit it out, boom, it'll come. I just learned that, Dr. Oz. But anyway, you got to go ahead and figure out what will make you smile. Now, we did the L, right? We did the love, right? Agape, the smallest word, but the most powerful. If we didn't have the L, it would be a SME. It wouldn't even be a smile, and you can't smile without love. So that's like having water without hydrogen. Smile, love is the base component of the smile. You have to love what you do. You got to love yourself before you can pass it off and leave the place better. Now, if you hate yourself, you become a terrorist and a bomber and this and that and the other. You have no empathy. You have to love. Now, E is educate. E, educate. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. We may stray a little. I know I strayed for a long time. I was hard-headed. I'm writing a book, Growing Up at 60 with a Smile. It's never too late to learn. I'm working on my doctorate right now. Don't ask me why I waited till I was 60 to do this, but I did. So it's never too late. I already got my master's in human development and social change. Now I want my side D/MFT. Woo! But it's working. It's keeping me young. So basically, you smile while I smile here with Ms. Ferguson, and we're going to talk about what she does. Look at the microphone here. A CEO and founder, Sheila Ferguson, 323-878-5554. Welcome.
Thank you. It's so wonderful and a joy to be here and even to meet you.
Yes.
I really enjoy being here.
Yes, and you know what? They're going to know we just met just today.
Today.
Sitting right here
Praise
because
God.
somebody knew how I love to smile.
Amen.
And you're the epitome of that.
And that's one thing that you have to learn how to do is smile in this life.
Yes. And today I had every test hitting to me left and right, and I'm surprised I'm smiling myself. See?
But God is good.
Yes, you must be my angel to help, because that's why I bring the little skunk.
Okay.
Because we all a little skunky. But we don't just think he don't just go and go, psst, I want to piss on you. No, he goes like, wow, he protects himself, right?
Right.
If something's happened, he gets injured, he stinks. He just don't walk up and spray. That's like we are. And this is the weasel family, thank you. And if you're in Altadena, you should love skunks because they eat all those snails that go slugging around. That's what they live off of, escargot. Okay? So here we go. Now, Miss Ferguson, I'm going to meet you right here on the show for the first time. I know they have your name up and my lower third, my bug up there, my little smile hands. When that's not up, I know they do. But what I want you to tell the youth and try to think back when you're 5 or 6 years old, what is it you love doing so much that you would do it even if you did not get paid?
Well, it started actually when I was young. You know, the God gift, when God gives you a talent.
Exactly.
And you nurture it. Mm-hmm. And then too, with the guidance of my mom, she
and
always, her name was Miss Flora Ferguson.
Flora Ferguson.
And both my parents were good parents. And you know, being born back in the day when things were hard, we had a wonderful, loving family. Mm-hmm. And it really helps. Nowadays, a lot of our young people don't have that. They have a single parent, or even if they have both parents, everybody's working. But my mother stayed home most of the time with us while my father worked. And me, I was always in the community. We were always doing something, organizing things for kids to do every day. So it kind of started when I was young, and I'm still doing it. I'm working with RisingStarMusicAward.com. That's a website, so you're going and check. We're going into our 6th year.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were
in Pasadena?
No, actually it was in Los Angeles. This year we were at the Sheraton by the airport. And it's just honoring young people within our community that sing, dance, and rap, but it got to be positive.
Girl, you know I'm gonna be on it. Smile gonna be there with a camera.
Okay.
You know we're gonna have to come back for part 2.
Okay.
So I'm gonna thank Aretha for right now for bringing this smile, this light here. This is a God sequence, not a coincidence. A God sequence. Sometimes things happen.
It always
happens. For a reason. Just like today, another miracle. Ooh, don't get me started. Happened this morning.
Yeah.
And by now I would have been all blown up. I had to take my car in, $400, and this and that and the other. And then I come here and.
But God, that's what patience is.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what patience, and it'll get you to be the age that I'm at.
As young as you are, you told me, I was like, oh no, I want to, see, I know I got a reason to live now.
Well, it's only by the grace of God, but it's like you were talking about retirement. Find something to do within our communities.
Thank you.
It is something that we can do instead of talk about
shuffleboard.
The negative things that kids are doing. Why don't we get out there and touch some of our kids? Our nieces, nephews. I'm a great grandmother. I'm doing this for the kids that are coming up to try to be positive.
That's what I'm saying.
That you can dance positive, sing positive, and you don't always have to get on the stage. You can work behind the scenes. One thing that I'm teaching young people in being able to touch them through the grace of God, throw a little Jesus on them too. So the one thing I know that our kids need to learn the knowledge of the music industry.
Exactly.
Entertainment is not like it used to be, not like how I came up. Mm-hmm. But if we can give our kids they have all these things that they're doing now. Their iPhone, iPod, iTV,
and everything is narcissism hidden at a younger age. But
they don't know the business part of it. So that's what I've always done. Actually, I started out with Jam for Kids Sake back in the late 80s. Mm-hmm. And I had a company called Jam for Kids Sake, and we did shows, we were on TV, we were on the radio, up until maybe 2000, by the grace of God, I'm still here. Got a little sick, but God has always blessed me to know that I got to get out there and do something to make things positive. Stop talking about even the things that are going on now. Don't argue about who's doing what wrong. Find out what you can do to either be positive about it and help change things. And if you're not with a lot of older people are not willing to change, because our young people are really, really struggling through the music industry. They're out there on YouTube, they're giving their music away, they're giving their rights away, and they seem to be happy about that. But I'd like to show them about being positive, being able to know what copywriting is, knowing they can have their own publishing company, own stuff, and getting paid for their music. How do you create? Okay, you got the, I forgot what you call it, it
has to do with what?
With putting music on, like your phones.
iPods. The podcast?
Yes.
iTunes,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
We got to find a way that our kids can learn how to get paid. I'd rather make $1 for something than to give my music out there that either somebody else can take it, or
they're pirating. Like they do.
Yeah.
Bootlegging and going in the thing and selling these bootleg tapes, taping it and stuff like that. But the one thing too is being shared, and that knowledge. That's the education part of Smile. You need that. And a lot of times when people have been there, just like they should be playing my music, or they probably played it already, we're having technical difficulties. Mandrill, Moroccan Nights, they've been around like 42 years or so. And they gave me permission to use their music, and they mentor youth. As a matter of fact, a memorial, this is the month that Lou Wilson, one of the founders of Wilson Brothers Records, would have been 72.
Okay.
And he passed away January 7th of 2013, this year. So he would have been 72 the 25th of October.
Oh,
You know,
praise
so basically like that, and giving permission and teaching the children. As a matter of fact, we could probably play the Bones with Brandon Bruce if he. Oh, we can't play that. We don't have it anymore. Oh goodness,
Okay.
I'm telling you the technical difficulties here. But he had come down here and at the station just work with one of the interns or employees here and just right on the spot. You don't know how valuable that could be. Like down the line, saying, "Wow."
Right.
Mandrill taught me how to
Right.
do the Bones, and oh, Martin Luther King picked me up and held me on his. Now that picture is famous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's giving back to your community also.
Exactly. And at the end, it's going to be Mandrill again, Smile. When you smile, my brother opened up. He wrote an original song for the thing, James Johnson Jr., Never Give Up. So that played in the beginning. Bobby McFerrin let me play his music for years.
Oh, praise God.
Don't Worry, Be Happy.
And see, there's a lot of young kids that they need to be having that promotion and being honored and getting out there to promote what they're doing. The other thing is, how long are you going to be here? Do you want 5 minutes of fame, or you want to last a lifetime? Back in the old days, even during Motown is still going. I want to know, how long do you want to be here? That's a question that...
Look at the ones in jail now. Don't know how to
Yeah.
manage their money.
Yeah.
Don't know how to do that, pay their taxes. Coming July 2013, so you have it. When's your next one coming
My
up?
next one is July 2014.
Okay.
And we're working on doing the auditions. And actually, as long as you log into www.risingstarmusicawards.com.
Now, what I would ask you to do is check the NAACP website, because you know the AXO, which is Afro, Academic, Cultural,
with them.
Technological, Scientific Olympics of the Mind, that it doesn't conflict with them in case some of them want to compete in AXO, because sometimes we have so much going on that we work against each other. So maybe you can coordinate and do it at the same, because one of your rising stars may win the gold and wind up going to...
Well, praise God. I'm like, hey, I'm open to anybody
Anything.
being
Go
able
to that
help.
website. Exactly.
And it's about building resources
Exactly.
for our kids.
Networking, y'all. The
Networking.
village. It takes a
Network.
whole village
A
to
whole
raise a star. Hello, to raise a
It
child.
does. It does. And if we don't all get together and kind of come together to help young kids and not so much exploit them,
Exactly.
and more or less just help them with the resources, with trying to keep their music. That's one thing I guess I'm strong on. I want my young people to learn how to be strong and be able to be here in 5 years, be
Exactly.
here in 10 years.
Exactly.
You know, you don't. If you want 5 minutes of fame, just go on YouTube
And do
I
it.
know that's where everybody, all the young kids are on Facebook, YouTube. But what about building your own record label, your own publishing company, own stuff?
Go to college, learn how to manage your business.
And
Just
go
like
stay
right
in
now.
school.
If you're looking at me right now, you can do a YouTube clip. I can play it here. Whether you're in Texas, New York, Africa, send it in. SmileLadyJoy@gmail.com. SmileLady.org is my website, or you can call 626-354-5197. It should roll the ending credits. When I go to a movie, I sit there and watch and see all the people that made that movie happen. I don't leave until the screen goes black, because people behind the scenes, like Larry here behind the camera, and Brandon, and Lily, and Lucinda, and Bruce, Jimmy, and Miss D's catering, they don't see all of this behind the scenes that you couldn't even do. They couldn't get the Oscar if there was no cameras
Amen.
and lights. Hello, hallelujah. You think you did it yourself? No.
It's a
And
lot
I
of help.
think the kids think they're doing it themselves. Their mother put them through school. They had to wear the clothes that they have on, to get that support.
But the key thing is they got to stay in school. You know.
Say it again.
You can't count your money if you don't know how to add. You don't know how to do your publishing and your writing. And it takes staying in school, because that's your backup, is your education.
That's it.
Because being in entertainment is Now,
Woo!
I know we have had a lot of people like get overnight sensations. But like I say, if you want that 5-minute fame, but how long are you going to keep it?
Yes.
And how are you going to keep your money? You can't count on other folks counting your money. You
Yes.
better learn. You
Yes.
better learn how to
Bill
count
Cosby
your
and
own.
Oprah is strong on that.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
and it's one of those things where, you know, if you rise to the top too fast, sometimes you can't handle it.
Right.
And
Right.
Gladys Knight said this, her and the Pips, she's the only female. So they were on the Chitlin circuit, they called it.
Right.
And they, for 10 years, here they're dressing in one room, they had to put a sheet up so she could dress on one side and they dress on the other side. And then finally they got this break and they said overnight success. They worked at that for 10
For a long time.
solid years and they didn't give up. And when they felt like giving up, they
Yeah.
kept on going because they loved it. It was a passion. If you don't like it, you're going to fall off the first year.
That's right.
If you're doing it just because mama did it or uncle did it or whatever.
Or you want that 5 minutes of fame.
Yes, exactly. You're
It
gonna
might
fall
last
off.
for 5 minutes.
And that's
And
it.
you might never be heard again.
Exactly.
But how long do you want your music to be here? Because I'm like, they're listening, and a lot of our young people go back to Motown, back to the old singers, and they get their music. They're listening to it. But then where's your music going?
Right.
I want to know how long you're going to keep your music. Do you know what publishing is? I'm like, a lot of our older entertainers learned the hard way about their rights.
And they were stripped away. Look at Marvin Gaye.
They were stripped away.
Marvin Gaye.
Signed their lives away.
Away. That's it.
Because
Now,
they didn't read contracts.
now, rising stars. So do you groom them or they come with the talent? How does this work?
Well, we take on a lot of, through our auditions and a lot of people that I work with that send me nominees. We might have 30, 40 nominees, but they can come to the show, they can walk the red carpet, they can get interviewed. But we narrow it down to maybe 15, 16 artists that are actually honored, because I can't do all of them.
Exactly.
Because I start out trying to do a whole bunch of them, but the timing of any show, we limit it to about 15, 16 artists. We honor them, we give them a trophy, they get to perform, and then we have judges there. Out of the preteens, teens, and the adults, I section them under age limit because I don't like little kids competing against the teens and the teens against the adults. So what I do is I mainly have the judges choose the top. You're the artist of the year. You have a preteen that is judged on, and the best one gets to be the artist of the year. Now, what we're trying to do now is plan more resources. They're able to go on to other shows. We get them in the other shows. We're just trying to help promote their careers.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
Good.
And they're on my website for the whole year.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And that website again is www.risingstarmusicawards.com. Every July, the first one was what coming in July 2013.
No, yeah, we did it already this year in July at the
2013.
Sheraton. Yeah.
So Sheraton, where?
Well, we're hoping we might need a bigger venue.
Whoa,
But
that's a
we're-
good thing to
yeah,
have.
we're working on a bigger venue. And
In LA, right?
In LA. It's always going to be in LA, but I want to let everybody know we are now partnered with Atlanta, which she'll have Kim Barnett of the Young Talent Expo. She's having it
going.
November the 8th this year. Next year in August, we're launching New York. So
That's where I was
I'm like,
born.
God is blessing us.
That's where I'm born. I'm
Yeah.
going to New York this year. You know, we're trying to surprise my mother and to get us all together. All of us have not been together. I'm the oldest of 5. I have 3 brothers and 1 other sister 4 years younger than me. We have not been, this is sad, I hate to say this, we have not all been together in the same room together for 42 years.
Oh, my.
And we have not even met each other's children, all of our children. That's sad. That's why I'm saying you got to connect with your family,
Yeah.
get close, no matter what happened. She bit you when you were 3, all of this stuff. Get together, family and community is really important. I'm embarrassed to even say this on air, and I'm going to get a camera and I'm going to document this. Trust me, you're going to get tired of seeing my family. And my mother is getting up there. She turned 80 this year.
Great.
And guess what? We want her to see us all together and take that last picture we took together with her in it was 42 years ago.
My.
That was the last time we were all together in the same room.
Well, you make sure you do that.
Yep. One brother I haven't seen in 20 years.
Oh.
Another one I haven't seen in about 4 to 6 years. Then my baby brother, I see him often. And my sister, we see each other maybe every other year if I go to New York or whatever. That's sad.
That's sad.
That's really sad.
But you're doing something about it.
Yes, we're doing something about
Yeah.
it. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm the only one here now. Even my children have moved to follow their husband, wherever their husband was rooted. So
Right.
Texas or New York. That's one thing with a girl, you kind of, the boy tends to want to stay near the mama. So,
Right.
oh, Lord. So it is really something. I am so happy I met you. And let's see, your ring here. Is this your
That's my birthstone.
birthstone, which is a,
I'm February 3rd.
okay, which is?
Amethyst.
Amethyst. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is there anything else you want to share? Words of wisdom. Your whole show was words of wisdom. Trust me. But anything that you may have forgotten, anything coming up?
Well, mainly knowing that November 8th, Atlanta show will be partnered up with Rising Star.
Are you going to go?
I'm going to try to go.
Maybe we could try to go to
Try to go.
November 8th. That's coming
Yeah.
up real quick.
Real quick.
Because November 29th, I'll
Right.
be in New York. 28th, Thanksgiving week.
Okay.
Okay.
And then next year in August, and right now I'm working on Europe to be launched. I'm branding Rising Star to give resources and opportunities to young people. So I'm like, come on and join us. It's about networking, giving our kids resources. So I'm talking about parents, grandparents, whoever, and
Thank
even
you.
the industry, music
Thank you.
industry, come on board and help these
Thank
kids.
you.
It's
Thank
not
you.
about me, it's about them. And we got to do something within our communities and start working together, helping kids. That's
And you
it's
know what?
about.
This is perfect because Juanita Devon in Altadena, who was a teacher at John Muir, she's really in the community. She's the one that had me to be a life member, Altadena NAACP. You two could really work together with AXO, Afro-Academic, Cultural, Technological, Scientific Olympics of the Mind. Since she's one of the founders, and the number I know by heart, 626-794-3444. She's in her 80s and still kicking out there strong, recruiting these youth. I'm telling you, your job is not over until it's over. If you're not working your purpose, what is your purpose? This is an example. She don't know. I'm hooked to her now like a warp.
Praise God.
Whether she want me to or not, I'll feed her some more of this Miss D's catering out here. We had mashed potatoes and chicken and salad and stuff, and I won't be able to sit in this chair. I'll feed them. I'll smile with them, and that's it. You were just fabulous. You could tell
Thank
you
you.
live it. What did you do beforehand?
I worked at in the school system.
Where, L.A.?
LA at Fauché.
Fauché? That's it?
Yeah.
Who is your mentor?
Well, my mentor has always been my kids within the community.
Okay, good. Well, thank you for smiling and helping your child tap into their inner smile. Send your YouTube clip. Dare me. If it's positive and makes me smile, I will air it. Thank you so much,
Thank
Rising
you.
Star.
It's been a blessing.